So is this going to work? First, is anyone even there? I have no idea how this is gonna work. I might end up just deleting that thing. Oh, white beard. Hi. You can hear me. That's amazing. Oh, Jason Pierce as well. Hey, wow, 3 people. At least it's not a complete waste. Hello. Seems to be working. Old longboard, Atlanta Astro. Atlanta doesn't sound like an easy place to do Astro from. Ryan Woods. So many people. What's happening? Then we have Texas, Christian Psenzik, Patrick Rawls, Ola, Greg Meyer, Phoenix, Living Sky Guy, Tim Jaworski, greetings, Finil Raj Kumar, Russ McKinney. So many people. Oh, great. So, and, oh yeah, Atlanta Bottle 9, I'm sure of it. Whew. And what are you guys seeing? Are you guys seeing, yeah, my screen and myself, right? Oh, Christian, you ordered a C star. I haven't ordered a C star. I've asked like ZW, like, hey, could you lend me one? And they're like, we don't have them yet. Okay. We'll see. Auckland, New Zealand. Okay, New Zealand, that's great. So Shiny Astro will know this target then. UK. Isn't it like 1 a.m. in the UK or like 2 a.m.? And wow, so many people. I don't even know how many people. Excellent. Okay, so today what I want to do is, well, test the live streaming. Apparently it's working. And normally, let me double check on my phone. In the video description or the live streaming description, there should be a link to the data that I will be using today. Oh yeah, please hit that like button, guys. I'm not promoting myself. Thanks, Atlanta Astro. Like, smash that like button. This is so weird. I love it. Let's see. So yeah, I see 46 people. Wow. It's amazing. Okay. And now I feel like no pressure. Pseudo checker, yeah, 2 a.m. Why are you awake at 2 a.m.? I'm like, you guys, I'm like sleeping at 10 p.m. Like, that's why I automated my scopes. Oh, Hyderabad. Now that's also a difficult place to image from, Tarun. Wow. Okay. So let me double check again my video description. Yes, there is a link to a Google Drive. Hi, Perry. Oh, Jason, nice. So I hope your Dwarf 2 is working well for you. I'm having a lot of fun with it, but I saw people like that didn't like it that much. I don't know. Hello, NorCal Night Sky, Northern California, and Oregon. Already 18 lights. Wait. We have 49 viewers and only 18 likes. Something is wrong there. Okay. So we have quite a few more people like joining than I expected. I expected like to be like a cozy 1 or 2, so it's a bit overwhelming. And I have the data that I want to try processing because otherwise it's just going to be a stream where like I'm like hello. And by the way, if you have like any questions or anything, hello Dave from Nevada, Richard from Scottsdale, Arizona. Awesome. And then like Washington State. Okay. One of the guys at my paragliding school is from Washington State. Wow. Okay. So now like people will be exchanging addresses so they can like lend out their gear to one another. Let's do it. Cool. This is I have to say this is super weird. I see the chats. I see people saying hi Jim. Oh Jim, hi Jim. And we have Conrad Sanders as well. Hello. But it's like it's so weird. I see like stuff in the chat. I know that I have a delay of maybe like 30 seconds, something like that. and I'm talking on my own to myself. Like I'm used to like doing it for videos, but somehow it feels weird and different when it's on a live stream. Ireland. Oh, so first name, last name. You are named Joe. I see your comments quite a lot, and I was always wondering how to call you. Okay, Joe. Idaho, Astrocade. Can they actually see the sky in Washington State? Washington State should be fine, right? Compared to Washington, D.C. Oh, thanks, Chas. Yes, the Ask RV is like it's in the room behind me. I fitted the focuser to the Ask RV. I'll have a video on that soon. And you, so yeah, Endorphin, we have like thanks for hosting data. So this data is actually hosted by the guy who took the data. The data is not taken by me, it's taken by Gabriel Peruzzo, I think, from Argentina, Buenos Aires. And we're gonna look at Centaurus Alpha because I cannot see that galaxy from here in Tokyo. And I thought this would be a really cool image because we use like it's a fairly modest equipment, like standard Skywatcher EQ6R, a pretty neat refractor, and then the ZW ASI 1600 mm. So that is really cool because it's the first real cool astrophotography camera that I owned, and I absolutely loved it. Bonjour, Bernard. Je vais le faire avec l'accent français. Alors Bernard Murdoch. Maybe I should speak in a very French accent. How would you like that, guys? Or should I have my normal Cuiv accent? Oh, hey Sean, Visible Dark. We have some big names in here. Wes Smith, Carl Fortner, David Willis, Jordan. This is super weird. Okay, let's get to it. So I have like this data, I was just showing it from Gabriel Peruzzo. We have RGB and L channels. I'm no longer used to monochrome imaging, so I'll probably be terrible at this processing, which is why I have you guys here to tell me what to do. So this is gonna be good. Yeah, and I'm sure, let's see, what do we have? Hamburger Galaxy, that's a nice name. Hi, G Rabbit. And yeah, okay. The chat is quieting down. This is good, so we can actually get started. And yeah, so Nina was used for acquisition. That's a good, very good acquisition software. SharpCap Pro for polar alignment. Oh, come on, you can use the Nina 3-point polar align, Gabriel, if you ever watch this recording. And PixInsight for that he did the processing with. Temperature of the sensor was minus 15 degrees Celsius, and the filters were fairly humble ZW filters. And yeah, okay. So let's get started. A lot of luminance data versus red, green, and blue. Okay, that's which I assume is how it's supposed to be. Now, the data that is linked to in the description, we have saludos from Ecuador. Hello, Mariana. Hardy from Albuquerque. And I like the like button is actually hiding the chat from me. That's weird. Super annoying. Let's see. Boom. Nope, that didn't work. And there. No, okay. Skywatcher AZ GTI, is there a supplier? That I don't know. Depends on where as well. Anyway, let's get started. So we have those four. So yeah, I was saying in the description, there's the link to the whole data set that again is not mine because I don't live in the southern hemisphere or close enough to the equator. Centaurus Alpha will be the Hamburger Galaxy, apparently, or Burger Galaxy. Hamburger Galaxy, there, will be our target. And the data has drizzled data as well as undrizzled data. I'm using the undrizzled data, so I know I'll have like probably not the optimal experience compared to the processing that Gabriel did, but simply because it will be faster to process, hopefully, fingers crossed, than drizzled data. Dave Curtis, hello, New Zealand. You guys have so many awesome targets that I wish I could access from Tokyo. So let's see. This will be the L filter. let's have a look at the L filter. Hello, Jay Polanco, Texas. There's someone else from Texas as well, as I remember. Wow. Okay, so this is good data. What Bortle zone was that? Bortle 4. It's not Bortle 1 or 2 or 3. It's still like suburban, but it's still going to be slightly better than Tokyo, I would assume. Okay, this looks nice. I like how there's like those kind of streaks of nebulosity going off of the galaxy. This is a target that I've obviously never used or imaged before. I've never seen really with my own eyes before. I might have seen it when I was traveling to New Caledonia, but at the time I wasn't doing astrophotography. This is good data. Let's look at the red filter, the green filter, and the blue filter. So we have the whole sets of data. This is super nice because I don't see even any like light pollution gradients. There's like almost too many stars because I don't know how to start with things like dynamic background extraction. Is there even a need for dynamic background extraction? I don't know. And we have Gary from Seattle. Oh, nice. Hello, Gary. And let's see. We do need to crop. So I see some stacking artifacts there at the top. I don't know if how good let me actually look at my phone. How good is the YouTube compression? Are we able to see things decently? Let's see. 180p. Not that bad. Not that bad. I guess it's kind of visible that we have some stacking artifacts. We have Linda as well from Florida. Nice. When is the last time that I went to Florida? 2020, right before COVID. I was there for work. So it wasn't as fun as it could have been. What's the L filter, RB? What is the L filter? Luminance. So our UVIR cut filter. Oh, Rafael from Brazil. And someone from Las Vegas. So yeah, Las Vegas, Bortle 89. I went to Las Vegas like 4 years ago or 5 years ago when I did a road trip from San Francisco to New York and went through Las Vegas. What I really liked about Las Vegas is that you could drive for like 30 minutes and you're completely out of the city to like Red Rock Canyon. That's where I went to. And it looked like the sky was much better there. We have someone else from the UK. It's 2 a.m., guys. Go to sleep. Carlos Gill. Hello, hello. Another one from New Zealand. Spites. Chasmon from South Carolina. South Carolina. I used to go to South Carolina quite a lot. I had family there. I was going to Charleston, Seabrook Island, quite a lot. And Arthur Yang from Taiwan. Only went once to Taiwan, and it was to fly my paraglider. There's some amazing flying sites in Taiwan. It's like kind of the Asian mecca of paragliding. Wow. And Nagisa-san. やっと日本からの方もいました。よろしくお願いします。いらっしゃい。And Vancouver Island. Oh my word, so many people. This is amazing, guys. Anyway, back Shanghai. Oh, super nice. Let's go back to the images. I was saying I see some stacking artifacts, so we need to do some cropping. And so I am going to simply open the dynamic crop, which is somewhere in this list. There it is. And, you know, I'm like, I don't even know what to do with such great data, guys. There is a 30-second kind of delay, I think, with the live stream. So if I look at the live stream from my phone, what am I doing right now? At least on my phone. Yeah, I'm still like fascinated by the cropping artifacts, which means, oh, hi Ray. Hey, we have some big names here. And yes, Atlanta Astro, still doing the promotions that I'm forgetting to do. Smash that like button. I'm so bad at promoting myself. Oh yeah, and by the way, guys, if you don't know Ray's astrophotography, excellent YouTube channel. Visible Dark is Sean. Excellent YouTube channel. Visible Dark also does some amazing PixInsight tutorials. So check his channel out. Anyway, dynamic crop. I'm never going to be able to process. There's too many people. How many people do we have watching? 102! What is happening? What is happening? Guys, this is so weird. Okay. Why does it take me 10 minutes to dynamic crop? Okay, I'm just going to do something like conservative, something like that. So we're going to lose a little bit of the image. It's almost painful because this is such good data. And actually, before I do that, let me stop that for a second. I want to make sure that all of the images are aligned to one another, so I don't need to do like further star alignment. And because otherwise the crop will be a problem. And they look, are they aligned? They're not, they might not be quite aligned. Actually, I might need to do some star alignment. Let's see. Let's double check. So star alignment, I'm going to take my L image as the reference, okay? We're going to put the others as the views for the star alignment. So red, green, and blue, I will be aligning to my L image. And yeah, Ray is saying something very blasphemous there, telling me that I'm not a really lazy geek. How dare you? Oh, Jason is using all serial. So yeah, I'm using PixInsight today, but maybe in a further live stream, I will need to be using Cyril. But Cyril is like a piece of software I have still no idea how to use properly. Yeah, Sean is telling me that I have a video out every 29 minutes. On that topic, I will have a video out tonight in around like 10 hours, maybe, or 12 hours, something like that. And the video will be about someone lent me a RedCat 51 along with a focusing solution for the RedCat 51 that they built and designed and 3D printed on their own. It's actually really cool. So yeah, watch the video tonight when I publish it. Yeah, so I do not do any video every 29 minutes, but I will say that I have been trying to do videos every like 3 to 4 days. By the way, guys, if you have like any questions to me, like questions about equipment, about Astro, about me, about Tokyo, about Japan, about paragliding, about like anything, I can't promise I will answer, but just like put them in the chat, and when I notice them, I will definitely try to answer or decline to answer if the questions are too weird. But oh, hello, Clear Skies Astro. And yeah, Ray, my flying is really awesome. Like paragliding is like the best thing ever. I do it pretty much every weekend when the weather allows. Today the weather does not allow, which is why I am not flying right now. But it doesn't make for really interesting videos in my experience, and obviously it doesn't fit the astro topic. Okay. We were saying star alignment. So I noticed that there might be a risk that the L, R, G, and B images that we have here are not aligned to one another. So I want to double check. And I think I need to apply global. This is one thing that after years on PixInsight and something like maybe with half an hour with Sean would help me like clarify. I'm never sure when to use global, when to use target. But global should work in that case, I think. Okay, we have the images getting aligned. There we are. John O'Mahony. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Greetings from Brisbane. I've been to Brisbane, but only for work. I really want to go there for tourism. So yes, my hunch was correct. The images were not quite aligned with one another because we can see the black bars on the side post alignment. This is good. So it's good that I didn't immediately do a dynamic crop. It's always, oh, Sean is also like me. He's always getting confused by the target and the global buttons. I'm sure like only Juan or the creators of PixInsight actually know all of those things. And Tarun, you ordered the ASCAR V. It's a really cool scope. Actually, maybe I should just like bring it because it's such a beautiful scope. I have it in the room right behind me, but whatever. Like right. Okay, I'll have a video about the not about the ASCAR V, but about a focusing solution for the ASCAR V that is not the EAF and that has a clutch, so you can actually lock and unlock that. But that's probably going to appear sometime next week, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, and my Patreon supporters will have access to that soon. What was I saying? We did the star alignment. I didn't get confused with the target versus global. And oh my word, I feel so bad for anyone who is going to be watching the stream afterwards because this is already such a mess of a stream. I've managed to do one operation in PixInsight. I'm so sorry, guys. Yep. Let's so now, okay, what I'm gonna do is, so I don't get confused, I'm just going to rename the images to a simple name. I'm gonna call this R for red. This one is the blue filter, so I'm going to call it B. And we have the green filter, and I'm going to call it G. So what I like to do is when I use like the weighted batch pre-processing, I like to just like do all of the filters at once. And because Nina will actually, if you use a filter wheel, or even if you don't use a filter wheel, if you use the Nina manual filter wheel, it will allow you, even if you have like a filter drawer, it will allow you to embed the filter information in the FITS files or the EXIFs files that get created by Nina. And so you can stack all of the filters together, and PixInsight will be smart and separate like the flat frames from each filter and apply the correct calibration to each filter based on the filter information that's embedded by Nina into the files. So you do not need to be stacking separately, which I think is what Gabriel did here, since the images were not all aligned together. And if you stack all of the filters together, they end up properly aligned without having to do this star alignment step that I just did. And guys, like in the chat, I know you're shy, but if I'm doing something wrong or I should be doing something better, Simon, 10 hours, I will not be here for 10 hours. It's 10:44 a.m. here. In like 45 minutes, I'll be hungry, and hunger is a very, very difficult thing for me to vanquish. Anyway, yes, I was talking about this, and we have the aligned images, and the L image, I'm just going to rename it to L. Okay, luminance, green, blue, and red, we all have them together, and now that all of the images are stacked, are aligned together, I can finally go to my dynamic crop, and in my dynamic crop, what will I do in my dynamic crop? I will be just doing something like this. This should remove like any stacking artifacts. We still have like the whole galaxy field of view, and we have, I can just drag and drop to each of the other images. So we have the exact same framing minus any stacking and cropping and star lining artifacts in there. Okay, and now I have properly cropped and aligned all of my stuff. So visible, Sean is asking, what is the highest you've gone paragliding, and did you have to overcome fear of heights? That's a very good question. So the highest I've been, for people who don't know much about paragliding, it's kind of a flexible wing that you can store in a backpack. So I typically do like a lot of hike and fly, where you have a backpack, you hike up a mountain, and then you fly down the mountain. And you can use rising air currents, just like hawks are birds of prey, to turn in those rising air currents and go higher and higher. And the highest I've been is something like 2,600 meters, something like that. And I do not get any fear of heights while paragliding. I get fear of heights if I'm hiking and I'm like on a very like narrow path with a cliff on the side. But paragliding, you're very secure in your harness, so I never felt like a fear of heights while paragliding. 2:45 a.m. I really should get going because you guys need to go to sleep. I mean, just like, feel free to leave the live stream anytime you like. How much data, Jason? How much data do you guys keep or delete? I've noticed my drive space dropping dramatically, keeping all of my shots since I started this hobby. I have the same issue. I need to buy new hard drives soon, and especially since I'm doing like a RAID 1 where I have 2 redundant hard drives in case like one goes bad. And what I do is I save only my calibrated frames and the masters. I make sure to not keep my debayered frames, because debayered frames, when you're shooting OSC, they're 3 times bigger than your calibrated frames prior to the debayering. And yes, as Wes is saying, the higher the safer, because you have more room to recover from any issue. Just like a normal airplane as well. 4:47 a.m. BHHB, where are you? And Mr. Watcha is asking if anyone wants some clouds. I have clouds here as well, along with very strong winds, so I will be happy to share as well. And Katamae, yeah, I have never intruded into controlled airspace. The area I typically fly at, the ceiling of the uncontrolled airspace is 4,000 meters, so I'm fine. So Conrad, yes, that's a good question. I addressed it just earlier in the stream, but I believe he used weighted batch pre-processing. Let's see. He doesn't mention specifically, but I believe he probably used weighted batch pre-processing, but probably out of an abundance of safety or maybe paranoia, decided to not do all of the filters at once. So yeah, Ryan, I need to double check my images with the ASCAR V. I did not notice chromatic aberration, including in the stacked image. So it could have been some equipment lottery. I also noticed that there were some very small details that were different between his sample and my sample of the ASCAR V. Mine was pre-production, or like not like still like prototypes stage apparently. So that could explain some differences. Wow, there's too many comments. I need to stop looking at the comments and start processing. Lots of clouds. Yes, S-King, I'm glad we can help with like... Yes, and Atlanta Astro, yes, registered. The images have been registered, but I believe they've been registered per filter individually, right? And Guy Yanez, yes, this live stream is a complete spur of the moment thing, by the way. I'm like, oh, this OBS software actually supports live streaming. Let's try it out, and it seems to be working. I've been live streaming from 28 minutes, and I've only managed to do a dynamic crop. Yes, thank you, Sean, thank you. Corinne, this is not my data. This is data taken by Gabriel Peruso, if I remember correctly, in Argentina. And this is the hamburger galaxy. Antibozo, I speak 3 languages conversationally: French, English, and Japanese. Let's get processing. So what I'm going to do is, it doesn't look like I need to do any dynamic background extraction. Guys, do you think I should be doing dynamic background extraction or any kind of background extraction? Because it looks, when I look at the L image, that there is some flux in there. And I'm worried if I do dynamic background extraction, I will be like losing that. I'm kind of lost because those images, they're like really good quality, and I'm used to terrible quality images because Tokyo. Yeah, so what should I do? I will try to skip the dynamic background extraction. What I will do very, very quickly is maybe an automatic background extraction, because automatic background extraction, it cannot, and even with a degree of 1. So if I do a function degree of 1, it will apply just a linear gradient. Yeah, I'm not gonna, yeah, you're right, Sean. I should probably do that, but I'm too lazy to be testing, like messing with the parameters in DB. Hello, Todd. Welcome to the live stream. Smash that like button. And yeah, we'll need some star reduction. I'll do it after the ABE. So ABE, I'll do a function degree of 1. This will apply a linear kind of background extraction. It means there is no risk whatsoever of losing any details. And I'm just going to do like a subtraction. And no, Sean, why do you dislike ABE? Let me do this. I had like I didn't foresee that we would have like disagreements that might make it difficult to process. So yeah, the automatic background extraction, I like it because like visually, and this is kind of confirmed by the result of the ABE, I feel like this area of this particular image is brighter than the top of the image, right? And so by doing the ABE, I will be applying a very simple gradient that will not mess with anything else than the gradient I have seen visually on the image. And to make sure that it doesn't do anything more than that simple gradient, I put this function degree of 1. The higher the function degree, the more complex the correction is allowed to be, simply said. And for standard kind of gradients that look like vignetting, for instance, a function degree of 2 is usually what I prefer. So with that, yeah, exactly, Keith. Keith is telling me curves, color correction, star reduction, done. But there's also interacting with chat, and it takes forever. Okay, anyway, ABE, quick, ABE here. Yes, and now it does look like with this background, we managed to remove like that slight gradient that I saw, at least on the green channel. If it was on the green channel, I expect it to be to some extent on the blue channel, and it doesn't really look like it. Let's try to see what happens on the blue channel when I do this, and how the detected background was seen. So a very slight diagonal kind of correction. But if I look at the before and after, I see it. I actually see it. Meh, probably wasn't necessary, but meh, whatever. And red, maybe a slight diagonal again. We'll see. It's not a big deal. It's the image is so good in the first place that it doesn't do too much. Okay, red, green, and blue, and my L might have a left to right gradient. Yes, I'm focusing. Sean, stop commenting. There we go. At least people are laughing. I hope this is enjoyable. I mean, for the people watching after the stream, it's probably boring as heck. But if you are watching the stream right now, it's probably a bit less boring, hopefully. Let me know. Is this like watching paint dry? Don't answer this question. Don't answer. Don't tell me. Okay. And now we've done, and I think the background extraction actually did something for the L image. Like the before and after the after does look slightly better for me. Okay. So, I'm getting confused by all of the images, so I'm gonna close the original images that were not aligned to one another, so we have a bit more space to breathe. And tile windows worked. Excellent. Okay, Christian, thank you. You answered the question and you answered it positively. This is very good to hear. Okay, we've tiled the windows. What should I do? Blur exterminator. How about blur exterminator? Let's do some blur exterminator. Because blur exterminator is magic. It's freaking magic. And I completely understand the people who don't like Blur Exterminator because it makes things too easy. I remember, like, I think it was a video from Sean actually about that was quite popular a couple of years ago about how I do manual deconvolution, and that video was awesome. But the whole deconvolution thing was so complex and so many things that could go wrong with star mask and all of that stuff. And yeah, okay, Sean agrees with BXT. Oh, Perry, bye bye. Have a good day, night, evening, morning. Yeah, and if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Anyone caught what movie this was a reference to? Let me know. Okay, Blur Exterminator. We're gonna start with the L, which should have like the most details. And so will I get like a streaming loss of quality? Because this will use the GPU, and the GPU is also encoding the stream. So I'm gonna check. Yes, Christian, you got it. The Truman Show. Well done. It's an oldie but goodie. Oh, wow. Oh, man, with the stars smaller. Oh, wow. This is before? This is after. Sorry. Paulette, hello, counselor and astroturfer. I know you're a counselor because you already make me feel good. Hi, you are so cool. Thank you. Wouldn't blur be better on the color result? Couldn't it make some color artifacts if done independently? That's possible. I don't know. Let's try it out. Let's see. Ryan, the Truman Show, you were right. Do you ever use NSG? NSG. What is NSG? NSG. N. What starts with N? NSG. Yes, any advanced PS script is indistinguishable from Magic. Yeah, like this is my final image already, right? Like, Christian, you're right. This is like already super cool. What is NSG? NSG, PixInsight. Normalized scale gradient. So my answer to that will be no. I have not used NSG before. Okay. So we've done. So there is indeed something that was that has been mentioned by Katamae. Was like, should blur be used on the color result rather than on each independently? And thank you, Brisbane Astro and Xmenonx. Yeah. So now I'm wondering, there's another question that I have. If you have like your LRGB, I know that a common technique with LRGB is to take the RG and B with ×2 binning. You know what? I'm just going to apply separately on each of the images. And if we run into issues, we could try again without the blur exterminator. And then do it on the combined color image. Okay, and we have Star Lancer saying using BlurX and NoiseX on the monochrome images before combining. Okay, well, let's try that for now. And, you know, if we see some weird stuff, we'll have some good idea of what is going wrong. Cool, I think I need to hydrate myself. Gee, talking is hard work. Okay, Blur Exterminator has been done. The result, honestly, Blur Exterminator is magic. And the next step would be Noise Exterminator. This already looks amazing. I don't even want to imagine how it's gonna look like once I combine the images. So, Blur Exterminator, I did it, and Noise Exterminator. No, that's Star. Come on, Cuiv, learn to read. Noise Exterminator. There we are. Okay, we have Jaime from Bello Cielo. Bello Cielo? Like beautiful sky? That's amazing. Is that a... Wait, sorry, we interrupt this broadcast. Bello Cielo. Okay. So, whew. Okay, oh, no, it's 1L. 1L. Wait a second. Belo Cielo, Chile. Okay, so just means beautiful skies. And wow, Paulette. Paulette, counter and astrophotographer, gave me $2. I'll definitely buy a coffee. Thank you. Yeah, coffee, cheap coffee, convenience store coffee. Okay. Wait, did I apply noise exterminator to anything? I forgot what I was doing. Blur exterminator, blur exterminator, blur exterminator, blur exterminator. I haven't applied noise exterminator yet. So noise exterminator, what do you guys typically use? I feel like there's very little noise, so I want to be very kind of like conservative on the denoise. And we have Gabriel Perano, who is not Gabriel Peruso, from New Zealand. And use an NVIDIA Quadro GPU. My GPU is the 3080 Ti. Because I do game, especially Flight Simulator is very demanding. So it's I needed like a non-Quadro GPU. 3080 Ti is plenty powerful. Okay, denoise 0.30 and okay, let's do a quick, let's apply it. I feel like on the L image, I want to be even more conservative. I'm gonna zoom it, put it in full screen, zoom it in. There's so little noise. So I am, wow, Russ, what is happening? $5. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do these, like this is fun. Guys, I'm having a lot of fun. This is amazing. Paradigm shift. 3090. Yeah, okay. Way to like mounting it's called mounting in Japanese. Way to whatever. Yeah, you have a good card. Now I'm waiting for someone to tell me they have a 4090 and a power supply that melts their house when it runs. Okay, did I apply the noise extermination? I forgot what I'm doing. Guys, I forgot. Okay, yes, I did. Oh, wow. For the imaging system, you use an NVIDIA Quadro, but those are expensive, man. So let's see. Before, after. Okay, you know what? The after actually doesn't make a big difference. So let's see on the galaxy itself. Hamburger. Doesn't make a big difference. So I am going to be a bit more aggressive. Let's go to 0.40. And I'm going to, undo the noise exterminator. Go with 0.40 and try it again. Order a pizza. Stefan! Guys, we have Stefan on the chat. Stefan, Okay. Have you guys ever used a piece of software called Nina? And Stefan came with the 49. Nina Astro. Let's search for Nina Astro. There's this like awesome little piece of software that's called the Nighttime Imaging and Astronomy, or Nina, and Stefan made that. If you use Nina, you want to go to this donate page, and there you have Patreon or PayPal. Nina has completely changed the way I image. I know a lot of people use the ASI Air, but I have non-ZW cameras. So yeah, use Nina. And if you use it, do this. Just saying. Okay, what was I saying? And Nina has a 4090, so he needs the help. Come on, guys, stop donating money. So like, I need to say thank you before I keep processing. Russ, thank you so much. I want to do those weekly. This is actually super helpful. And to be honest, I'm actually thinking about like long-term going full-time with this. I need to have like a minimum like level, like not like living gloriously, but just like a minimum level. And this kind of stuff helps hugely. Sean, thank you so much. 50 Canadian ridiculous. What is happening? Yeah, people smash the like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Star Lancer. Good, good, very good. Okay. So going back to the processing. Okay, so now this is like just, I think, the right amount. With the level 40, I'm getting like a nice smoothing of the background. And one of the things that I notice while I zoom in is the reason why you want to do drizzling and dithering before drizzling, because otherwise it doesn't work. You can see the smaller stars are square. And I don't have that issue in Tokyo, because in Tokyo, not only do I have like strong winds and a lot of light pollution, I also have terrible seeing year round. Maybe some good seeing nights in summer from time to time. But that means that my stars don't get squared. They're always blurred by the seeing, so I don't get this issue of square stars. But because I'm using the non-drizzled frames that were prepared, then I get this issue. If I was using the drizzled frames, I would not be having this issue. So noise exterminator. Level 40 worked really well on the L, and I think for the color data, I'm going to go up to 60 to have more denoising, because the main details will come from the luminance frame. So we have, we're going noise exterminator on the red channel. We go to the green channel, and we go for the blue channel. Okay. And this looks quite good. Before, after, actually on the blue channel, it makes a big difference. I'm wondering, Gabriel, do you have, okay, Gabriel, if you watch this, suggestion for you, put your offset to 50. 21. Is 21 okay? I don't remember what offset I had to with the 1600. Is 21 okay? I'm wondering whether in your data you have some dark pixels. I could use some pixel mask to find out, but I'm currently too lazy to do that. And also I don't remember the formula, and I don't want you guys to watch me struggling like an idiot. But I'm wondering whether the offset could be raised a little bit to avoid maybe this kind of like noise with pixels that appear like they could be completely dark. Not completely sure, and that may be completely wrong, and maybe chat will correct me, but something to explore. By increasing the offset, you very slightly compress your dynamic range, but it might be worth it. Something to try out. Yeah, I mean, Gabriel Perano, you're right. Guys, if you want to ask me any questions about anything, including Astro or something else, let me know. So I just for people who joined, how many people do we have on the stream right now? 124, this is amazing. And yeah, so red, green, blue, luminance, I did the noise extermination. What should be my next step? Ryan would have a nice dinner. And yeah, a Discord would be good. Yeah, so Discord is something that I want to do, and I want to start small, like doing it probably for my Patreon members at first. So we have like the kind of the Patreon community. Oh, Ryan, ordering the AskRV for dessert, always a good idea. Oh wow, that is an amazing. Okay, and yeah, sorry. What was I saying? And I forgot what I was saying, so I can go back to processing. Yes, Discord. I want to start with just Patreon, to have a Discord for my Patreon members. The problem is that Discord, I never know how to use it properly. And so, like, even when I was very active on the Nina Discord, back when I was doing some semi-useful contributions to Nina, yeah, I didn't know how to use Discord well. So I need to learn how to use it, and then try it out, starting small. Then we have Star Lancer Astro, another donation, $10. I saved you $600 on some bad batter filters. Yes, I I have my little spectrometer here. It's been helping me a lot. And actually, a very interesting thing that happened yesterday, one of my subscribers visited Tokyo and asked me to measure some of his filters. So actually, he came back by yesterday, and I measured an Optolong LXtreme and an ASCAR Color Magic. And the ASCAR Color Magic was the Oxygen 3 and Sulfur 2 6 nanometer band passes, our full width half max. And what was very interesting, sorry, I get distracted by the chat, but what was very interesting with the filter is that the LXtreme was great. The LXtreme was good, not perfect, but definitely good. Good band passes and good placement of the band passes, which was great. The ASCAR Color Magic, good placement of the band passes for both Sulfur 2 and Oxygen 3, but we were getting actually the band passes were something like 8 nanometers or 9 nanometers, maybe even a bit more on the Sulfur 2. So absolutely not up to spec on the band pass width, on the full width half max. And so I gave him, of course, the raw data, and he'll probably be contacting his vendor, the dealer, First Light Optics, to get an exchange on the ASCAR Color Magic filters. So filters can be a lottery, and the problem is it's very difficult to tell that something is wrong just from the images, and that's why I have this very expensive, well, cheap for what it is, but very expensive spectrometer. So long story short, Starlancer Astro, thank you so much for this donation. Everything helps a lot, and I'm so glad I saved you money. So always good. And Mazif, thank you so much as well. $25. What is happening? I'm almost getting shocked now. You know what, guys? I am going to briefly go and get some water because my glass is empty. Dave, hello. Dave is one of my very active Patreon supporters. Okay, guys, I need to get water. I'll be right back. Give me a second. I'll be right back. And we're back. Yeah, I don't know what's happening, Sean. Mazif, thank you so much for that support. $25. Come on. That's crazy. And yeah, okay, lots of votes for Discord. So I'll definitely start with Discord once I get used to it. Jeremiah, what up? I'm processing. I'm trying to process, and I end up just chatting with you guys, which is fun. And I hydrate as well. Whew. Okay, so we are on the Hamburger Galaxy. Summary of what I've done up to now. So there was actually an earlier comment from Tucker telling me that I should consider going straight to channel combination first and then do the background extraction and color calibration. And after that, decon and denoise. And this is similar to what Katamae was saying earlier in the comments. And then someone else was saying they were doing it differently. For now, I've done it like separately, but I see how that makes sense as well. And paradigm shift, you are right about single channel, dual channel, although I think for the processors that like the J4125, the N5105, and recently like the N95 and N105. Sorry if that doesn't mean anything for a lot of people. I'm not sure that dual channel makes such a big difference, but yeah, I mean, you know, I completely understand. My computer is dual channel as well, and ideally I would always go for dual channel stuff. Oh, and Stefan, thank you. I might actually reach out to you for helping me with Discord. Julien Lecomte has also joined. Hello, Julien. Thanks for joining. And Tom Hoskins. Yes, I am doing my best not to get burnt out. Thank you so much. And we have Fenil Rajkumar. Thank you so much for this. And I'm so glad that this dwarf video has helped you. And Sean, thanks for the opinion on doing all of these decon denoise before combination or after combination. Let's get back to processing. Guys. I'm super thankful for honestly, for just interacting with you guys like that, this is amazing. This is so much fun. And of course, for your contributions, it's mind-blowing. This is amazing. So, yeah, Nina on the dwarf too. Now that would be pretty awesome. Like these days, what I really would love to be able to do is run Nina on Linux, because the Windows setup, the video that I did recently, it showed how many hoops I had to jump through. Now, some of the hoops were apparently unnecessary, according to the comments, but yeah, it would be so awesome to have like, and ECOS is not quite my cup of tea. But yeah, .NET and ASCOM, not quite Linux ready. I mean, Alpaca, whatever. I'm not going to go into that right now. What was I saying? Yes, I want to combine those. Now, LRGB combination, as far as I understand it, and correct me if I'm wrong, I need to stretch the images first. Now, the good way to stretch the images is the generalized hyperbolic stretch, if I remember correctly. There we are. Generalized hyperbolic stretch. Now, the problem with the generalized hyperbolic stretch is that I've already forgotten how to use it. Oh, I'm so bad. I'm so terrible at that. So, it's actually amazing. Whenever I used it, it's amazing. I think I want to zoom in like crazy. You know what? I feel like I want to just go with the easy soft stretch from Dark Archon. And let's see, what's he? Cam Smith, hello, cheers from Australia. So you're used to this target, huh? I'm so jealous of you guys in the Southern Hemisphere, although I guess you're jealous of us in the Northern Hemisphere. I wish we could just like teleport randomly to go upside down from one another. And then just image the beauties that we have all over the place. So I think I'm supposed to be choosing a symmetry point. Actually, I'm not even sure what image I selected. So I selected the L image. I think I'm supposed to choose a symmetry point, something like that. And then I can open up a preview and play with the stretch factor, was it? And local, you know what, guys, I'm just terrible at this. Oh, wait, the symmetry point hasn't been chosen. Wait. Okay, stop. Generalized hyperbolic stretch, it's gone. Is this an old version of GHS? I don't remember installing it separately, so I think it's the one that came with PixInsight. So you know what? Let's see, check for updates. What I'm gonna do is I am not going to use the generalized hyperbolic stretch because 1, I'm lazy. 2, you really don't want to be watching me just struggle with it on video. So I am just going to go to scripts, easy processing suite, and Dark Archon has made this very old but still good, easy soft stretch, and I'm just gonna use that. I am so sorry about this. I know this is going to look like nails on chalkboard for a lot of people, but easy soft stretch. Oh god, this stretches too much. But we're gonna try. And I am going to do run easy soft stretch. This is nice though. I like this result. We have like the very bright core. And oh wow, Gabriel, thank you, New Zealand dollars. Thank you for your videos. They have been extremely handy and the reviews are very thorough. Yay, totally keen on a Discord server. Okay, loud and clear, guys. Discord server. Okay, let me write it down. Discord. There, Discord. And paradigm shift. This is too much. 25, come on. Thank you so much. Oh man. Thank you. I need to do those weekly dollar signs in the eye. Okay. Easy soft stretch works good. Conrad, I agree. It's an amazing thing. Oh yeah, and Bill's pixel mass stretch. Now I have the pixel mass stretch somewhere on my computer. I could change my scene to be Cuiv only. Hello, and search on my computer without like revealing all of the weird files that I have on my computer. Let's see. Do I have stretch? stretch. I think I have built scripts, and I could try that as well compared to Dark's scripts. And yes, I do. So I'll open up the icon. Yeah, I have the icon. Okay, so now that I have the icon and I don't show my files anymore, I am going to go back to this. We're good. Yeah, Bill. Guys, the generosity, it's amazing. So we have the Bill's stretch. What should I use, Bill? What should I use if I use one of your scripts? So, for today, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go with the easy soft stretch. And yeah, Sean, I feel your pain. I sometimes have to blur stuff out, like my house coordinates or that kind of stuff. And I'm not always successful. And it's always a pain. Now, this looks beautiful. I love, like, what I really like about the easy soft stretch, and it's actually very similar with Bill's scripts, is how it doesn't overstretch things. I can really keep the background darker to start with, and then the rest of the way we can get there with curves. So, processes, scripts, easy processing suite, easy soft stretch, and run easy soft stretch. So now we have all of those. Okay, so RGB use lengths if color, but what about on like the monochrome images before we link them? Because the LRGB process, as I understand it, needs to be done on stretched images, right? Yeah, I mean, big shout out, by the way. We have Bill Blancham in the chat. We have Stefan in the chat. We have Sean from Visible Dark in the chat. We have a lot of amazing people on the chat that have given so much to the community, and without whom, like, astrophotography would not be as good as it is right now. So, ¿qué pasa, Gustavo? So, amazing, absolutely amazing contributions for everyone. And okay, nothing from monochrome. So, definitely for today, we're going to go with just the easy soft stretch. And okay, we can now do the LRGB combination. So LRGB combination is called LRGB combination. It's well named. I never used the auto settings. Would it actually manage to understand that L is L, green is green? I don't want to tempt fate. So I'm just going to select manually red. No, I don't want to put blue in green. That would be slightly weird. And blue. Okay. Oh, Joshua, you're in Japan. Just like contact me on my email. It's quivlazygeek@gmail.com. And just like shoot me an email, and we can arrange for a filter spectrum check. Because this thing was so expensive, it's not free, but it's not expensive either. Okay. So Gustavo, unfortunately, I speak only French, English, and Japanese. Some German, ein bisschen, aber ich denke, dass ich Allgemein-Deutsch vergessen habe. And maybe a little bit of Chinese, but not others. So sorry, I'm not going to be able to answer you so well. LRGB combination. One thing, by the way, like we have Sean, so let me know what this does, but I never really know whether to check this checkbox or not on the LRGB combination. Should I have the chrominance noise reduction? And because I'm in Tokyo, my images are like always super noisy. So back when I was doing like LRGB combinations, and I just like kept it checked and it worked. But on an image that's as beautiful as this, that I've already applied the noise exterminator on, I feel like it might not be necessary. I feel like the chat is lagging on my screen. Okay, don't use it. Perfect. Thank you. So I'm not going to use it. And Is it apply global? I think it's apply global as well here, right? Let's try it. And let's see. Okay, so LRGB. Okay, we have like a pinkish kind of image for now. And so, oh man, I haven't done like this kind of. Oh, really? You want to do the combination linear, then SCC, then linked stretch? Interesting. Huh. Should I go back? So let me try. So one of the things, I downloaded the Gaia files recently, but I still haven't used them. I still am not up to date on the spectrophotometric color calibration. So I'm still on the old photometric color calibration. I am so sorry. This is again going to be very painful for everyone to see. Cuiv being so fixed in his old ways. I still haven't set up the required files. So what should I need to do? I think this doesn't have a plate solve a solution yet, an astrometric solution. So I need to go to image analysis and image solver. There we are. So is there already an astrometric solution? Let me try to apply the color calibration directly and just see if, no, okay, no astrometric solution. So back to my scripts, image analysis, image solver. Hello, Mark. Good morning. Where are you? Oh yeah, morning? It's morning here in Japan. No, it's like 11:30 a.m. I'm starting to get confused. So I'm going to search for, what's the name of the hamburger galaxy? NGC, this one, 5128. Surprisingly, I do not know the entire NGC catalog by heart. Crazy, I know. So, search. And yeah, that works. So that should pre-fill my coordinates. And focal distance 550, pixel size 3.8. We're going to assume that's correct. Oh, you're right. Color calibration needs linear data. I'm a bit in a bind here. Also, if I remember correctly, the plate solving might have issues with the stars after I apply the blur exterminator. So that's something. Joshua, Wakayama. I want to go to Wakayama after rainy season. I'm also looking for paragliding spots. And you're right. So photometric color calibration needs to be linear, but I heard that LRGB combination needs to be nonlinear. So okay. I think what I'm going to do is try to pause this. Why are you so slow? And we're gonna go back a step. So we're gonna stop, remove the stretch, go back to linear. We go back to linear and what do I want to do once I go back to linear? I completely so wait, should I do LRGB combination in this state, Bill, or should I use pixel math? Ball of gum. Hello, I like that name. 10:30 p.m. And Mark from the Great Neck Observatory here in Ipswich. What's MA? What's the state MA? I don't know. USA. Massachusetts, maybe? I don't know. So, sure, let me try this on the linear thing. But I thought it was supposed to not work on linear images, but okay, so we have like a weird image, and then if I do a plate solving, which hopefully would work. So we want to go to image analysis, image solver. Hopefully it remembered the previous coordinates. Okay, and the Esprit 100 ED, by the way, is it focal length of 550? Esprit 100 ED. Where's my specs? Okay, 550, good. Okay, so we have the correct parameters in there. Can go back to PixInsight and we can solve. The solving was super slow, like downloading the data. So hopefully it's going to be a bit faster, but we need to wait for that to be done. In the meantime, I can go back to look at my chat. And Stefan is saying goodbye somewhere. Okay. Good night. Have a good weekend, Stefan. And Massachusetts. Okay, for Mark. Katama is a combined color calibration and whatever. Okay, we'll see. For now, I went back. Yeah, I mean, Christian, like the spectrometer can reveal really so many issues with filters. It's a pain to calibrate, and I have like a reference filter that I use. So let me put myself full screen. So I use like the Altair dual band filter, and this one is actually super well placed, the band passes. And so that's what I use to double check that my spectrometer is still in collimation, in calibration. And then I also use like mercury argon light and a neon light to make things work. So what else do I see? I see, Bill. So if you're using a lightness for combination, but I did use a lightness. You can create your linear RGB image. I see. I see. That makes sense. That makes sense. Thanks, guys. That's awesome. So I'll need to do the. So I'm gonna close that, and I'll go back to this. I'm going to turn off the L. I think that's what you guys are saying, right? Yep, excellent. So I think I'm going to do just the RGB combination, apply global. And so what, should I stretch L and RGB independently? That makes sense. So now we have a pure RGB image without the L, and it works because it's nonlinear. It works because we don't use the L. And now I can go again. This is the third time I run this script. I'm sorry about this. To the image solver and click on OK. Okay, I think we have a solution with the image solver. And now we can use the photometric color calibration because I'm still on that. I still haven't had the will to go to spectrophotometric color calibration. The filter thing throws me out for a loop because I'm like, hey, my filter is not there, and then I give up. And let's apply this and see what happens. Okay, fitting a lot of stars. Insufficient data. At least 5 are required. Now this is a bit annoying. I think I know what's happening. I think what's happening is I used blur exterminator before doing this. Huh. Now this is fun. This is fun because I'm running into issues, and you can see how bad I am really at processing. Especially for LRGB. I haven't done that in a long time. I think what I need to do is we need to go back to before blur exterminator. I'm going to test that. So I'm going to keep L intact. But for RGB only for RGB. I'm going to go back to before blur exterminator. Okay, that's roughly here. Okay, we're before blur exterminator. Yeah, no, Sean, the solving worked, but the photometric color calibration didn't. It couldn't find reference stars for whatever reason. And I've observed that that happens to me if I do blur exterminator prior to the photometric color calibration. Maybe it's better with the spectrophotometric color calibration. So now I'm back with like the basically almost the starting images post, except for L, which is a bit more processed. I'm going to try to combine them first, do the color calibration, and then do the BXT and noise exterminator. So combination, LRGB combination, will combine RG and B. There we are. Now I need to solve this again. Fifth time, fourth time, I don't remember. So image analysis, image solver. And Joshua, no, the data is not drizzled. So the files in the description have the drizzled data, but so that I could have like faster processing during this stream, I'm using the non-drizzled data. This is like intentional to save on time. So with that, we should be getting the solving done. Okay, and this time, hopefully, the color calibration will work. You cannot hear it. My computer is screaming. My CPU fan is screaming. I have a terrible CPU fan. Why? Why is this not working? This is linear, right? Someone needs to tell me what is happening. This should work, right? I haven't applied BXT yet. What is happening? Insufficient data, only one sample is available? Let me remove the background neutralization if that does anything. Now that is interesting. Wait a second. Let me double check. Like sanity check, history explorer. We're going to look at B. And we are here, right? Before the blur exterminator. Okay. And I have not denoised it. In linear, use the channel combination process for RGB, then after stretching. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. But the problem that I'm getting is that okay, I'm going to increase the detection scales as Dave is saying. So I'm going to recombine. I'm just double checking that I haven't applied blur exterminator. It's interesting. I haven't really seen that happen before. And the signal evaluation. So detection scales. We're going to try with 7. Okay, linear fit. That's a good idea. Let's do a linear fit. I used to do that with HSO data. So let me go to linear fit. So linear fit will put the images kind of close to one another in terms of light intensity. So I'm going to say that my reference will be the blue image. And I should be playing with the reject low, but I'm too lazy. I'm going to put green. Yeah, we'll need plate solve. Again, you're right. Oh, this is such a mess. I love this. So now what I'm doing is that I'm fitting the brightness, more or less, of each of the image to my blue image. And with that, I should be able to have like a slightly better looking result once I do the LRGB combination. So let's go back to LRGB. Up, there you are, LRGB. So we don't have the L, we only have RG and B. And I'm going to, no, don't do a linear fit on RGB data. Ah, we have conflicting advice. But although it does look good. You know what? I will keep it like with the linear fit. Probably doesn't matter that much. And let's do the script. Easy processing suite. No, not easy processing suite. Image analysis, image solver. And now I will solve for the 25th time, roughly, right? No, Dan, the photometric color calibration used to have its own image solver, and the latest version of PixInsight has been like separated. So the photometric color calibration just does the color calibration. Jeremiah, thank you very much. See you next time. And cheers. Okay, photometric color calibration. Let's try it again. I have detection scales that have been increased to 7. And fingers crossed that it's working this time. Yes, stream theorem. What? Why? Why is this not working? Come on! This is linear data without blur exterminator. Why is this not working? This is amazing. Wait. We can have a hint. We can have a hint. Processing technique in PixInsight, according to Gabriel who captured the data. Okay, noise reduction in linear stage, combination of RGB in linear stage, gradient correction, and star reduction. Come on, you don't mention the color calibration. I'm really confused about why this is not working. So I'm gonna increase, like, maybe do some noise reduction on this and hot pixel removal. Oh, that's a good idea. Region of interest. Close and reopen the calibration window. Hello IT, have you tried turning it off and on again? Okay. Let's try with like those different parameters. I'm kind of stumped about why this is not, and now it's working. There we go. We made it, guys. We fixed it. Leo, why am I not using spectrophotometric color calibration? It's because I still haven't set it up. I've actually downloaded the Gaia files, but I've actually still never used SPCC. Dave, the target and the plate solving was remembered. The script remembers the last target you input, so that's fine. So what did I do to make this work? I randomly increased parameters. PixInsight, it works. This is awesome. And visible, and Sean tells me to always set a region of interest. Sean, you are absolutely right. Yes. Actually, yes, he is right, but I've been too lazy. I know. Guys, SPCC, the thing that always trips me up with SPCC is the filter selection. I need to watch more like tutorials about SPCC, but we have like red filter, green filter, and blue filter, and I'm like, what do you want me to do with that? Kind of thing. And yeah, there's the narrowbands filter mode that's a bit like more understandable for me, but it's like, I don't know. I need to get to it. I know I need to get to it. Tom, oyasumi nasai. And thanks for joining the stream. This is a lot of fun. So let's look at a stretch. Okay, this looks like decent colors. Okay, this looks like good colors. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Now I can apply blur exterminator again. And I'm going to keep like the default parameters. Yeah, Mark, you're right. Like we can use the Gaia data as like random nobodies images, and I love this. Okay. And this looks, oh, come on. This looks so good. This looks so good. This is good data. And I want to do, should I do, I haven't done that in ages, but I see some green. If I see some green, should I commit blasphemy again and go to SCNR and remove the green? Oh man, look at this little tiny galaxy. That is such a cute galaxy. Sorry, got sent a bit off track. Yeah, I'm not gonna remove the green. Let's keep the green. Green is good. Okay. Leo, you're right. It's just like when I'm using OSC with narrowband filters, and I start getting confused. So yeah, it's fine. SCNR, I got back. I got back. What was I wanted to do? So I did the blur exterminator. I want to do noise exterminator. Noise exterminator. There you are. And you know what? I'll keep it to 60. Thanks, Bill. SCNR after the stretch. And this looks good. This looks good. I like this. And now I think I can do my easy soft stretch, right? Right? I think we're good. Bill says no. What do you say no to? No. Thou shalt not do what? Okay. Okay. I think I did the easy soft stretch. This looks amazing. This is a beautiful image. This is do NXT after stretch. Really? It's better after the stretch? Are you sure? Really? Okay, let's try. Bill is a master, so in Bill I trust. So we were saying, first let me redo this so that it doesn't look as aggressively noisy. And so we want to do the stretch first and then noise exterminator. Mark, easy soft stretch is part of the easy processing suite by Dark Archon. Oh yeah, a guest processor with screen sharing. That could be a lot of fun, actually. Okay. So now I stretch, and then after my stretch, as Bill's telling me, I will do my... And I have a brain fart. Noise exterminator. It was even highlighted for me. Okay. So cool, so much. I love this because I'm learning new stuff at the same time. Ooh, this looks good. Ooh, this looks good. Am I okay to do LRGB combination? Okay, wait. I need to stretch the L, right? My L is stretched. Is it okay? Ah, yes, that's true. The easy soft stretch, the script relies on the median background, and it will stretch more aggressively if you've done the noise reduction prior in the linear state. That's a very good point. Okay, I have my L stretched. I have my RGB color calibrated. Do I have permission? And I've done the noise reduction, right? Yes, I've done the noise reduction. Image 36, yes, noise exterminator. So am I allowed to combine the L with the RGB result now, or should I do some more stuff prior to that? Let me drink some water first. Okay. Whew. Okay. So I am going to do LRGB combination. No one has said no yet, or maybe the chat hasn't caught up. So I am going to apply L to image 36 and see what we end up with. Aha! Oh-ho! What, was that accurate? It looks darn good. It does. Had I want to double check that I did apply on the L, the blur exterminator. Yes, I have. Oh, yes, that's a good point, Dave. Astro Imaging Channel. He might be able to, he will be able to answer this point. This is beautiful. This is such an amazing image. This is amazing data. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not ever going to get such results in Tokyo. So what should be my next step? I'm thinking the core is super bright. So maybe I don't even want to do SCNR because I don't see any green. Okay, Joshua says always remove the stars, do the curves on RGB, and then worry about the LUM last. After I get, okay. Oh yeah, the H alpha, having H alpha on this would be amazing. Yes, but okay, Joshua, let's do it your way. Let's see if anyone contradicts you in the chat. So I'll go back to the RGB, remove the stars. So we're gonna go with star exterminator. There we are, and I'm going to say unscreen stars, right? And remove the color stars. Actually, that's right. With the LRGB combination, can I just like remove the stars from L before I do the LRGB combination? That way the stars will be less wide or large in the final image. I think I'll try that. So we have these stars removed, and I'm going to call that RGB stars. And you know what? I'm also going to remove the stars from the L because I want to try adding the L to the RGB image without the L stars and see what happens there. Okay. And this L stars. Cool. Wait a second. Those rings. Are those the 1600 star trumpets or whatever? I think this is a specific, that's reflections. This is very interesting. It wasn't visible really with the stars in, are not noticeable. Once I remove the stars, we have those weird reflection rings on the super. Bray, this is data from Gabriel from Argentina. He lent me this data for this live stream. You have the data in the description of the live stream. Okay, we've removed the stars. We see some small anomalies in reflections kind of things on the luminance channel. And yes, exactly, the RGB stars, I'm saving them for the recombination at the end. Okay. So I'm going to do curves. Actually, now that I see the green, I can do the SCNR on the stretched image. So SCNR, we're going to remove the green. And here we are, we've removed the green. Yeah, okay, the galaxy seems unaffected by this. The rings are part of the galaxy structure, really? It's amazing if that's the case. Is it because it's like a variable? So is that like the light waves from a variable galaxy? Really? Let me Centaurus A. Centaurus A. There's no such thing as a variable galaxy, of course, but are there variable like things in there? Okay, never mind. Never mind me. Okay, so I want to do some curves. curves to taste, right? And so because it's curves to taste, I can do whatever the heck I want. Awesome. Can I just try to see what... Here, we don't even need like an S curve or anything. Yeah, Dave, I'm not gonna bother with the generalized hyperbolic stretch right now. What? Like, this is too good quality data. I'm lost. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, even like stretching without caring about the background doesn't mess with anything. Oh yeah, Bray, I forgot. You're the Andromeda guy. Damn it. Amazing. We have some amazing people here. Oh man. Okay, I'm supposed to be playing with the curves. And I'm not sure what to do to play with these curves. I'm like, this is too good data. This data is too good for me. Let's see. What should I do? What should I do? Should I even do a mask? Yeah, okay, let's do a mask. I'm gonna do a simple mask, a luminance mask. Simply apply the luminance mask and then go ham on the saturation. I want to have a bit more colors, especially since when I'm going to be re-adding the luminance to the image. Okay. These are nice. Oh, those details. I should have played with the drizzled data, huh? This is beautiful. I'm going to do a slight pitch more of saturation. This saturation will be like lessened once I combine with the L, so probably should not be doing that now, but I stopped caring. The Katame, the problem is, I'm like, if I just did the LRGB combination and added back the stars, I could call it a final image because the data is so good. And I'm like, now, so how do I enhance that? This is already miles better than everything and anything I've ever done before. So we've done some saturation. I can remove the mask and do a very gentle S curve, I guess, on the general thing, and see what happens there. But I think it's less useful on the color data than on the luminance data. This was imaged with an Esprit 100 ED, not my data. Oops. Okay. Local histogram equalization. If I were to use it, when should I use it? And should I use it on the combined LRGB image or just the RGB image? Let me know. So now we have color data. That, I don't know, it looks good to me. It looks good to me. That's all I can say. It looks really good to me. And I don't think I want to do anything more on this. Should I apply some LHE on this? Or even, I don't want to do, you know what? I want to just add back the luminance data. If you want to keep the colors when adding the loom, there's an alternate process. And I find it more natural to take the RGB image, use channel extraction tool in HSV mode. Ah, that's interesting. Channel extraction. Let's have a look. Then take HSV and combine with L as V in channel combination. Okay, let me take a screenshot of this. I'm probably not going to do it right now. Save. Okay, I'm probably not going to do it right now. Okay, we're going to do an LHE. I'm going to do some contrast curves on the luminance. So I'm going to go again to curves, transformation, and preview on the luminance, and off, on, This actually looks not so bad. Oh, wow. There is so much nebulosity in here. Those reflection rings, though. Paradigm Shift, thank you so much for your support. And have a good evening. Enjoy the stars. Oh, wow. This is such amazing data. I don't even want to do contrast. I just want to, like, boost the image. There's no contrast to add. Okay, maybe something like this. This is amazing. It's amazing. Like, okay, and I want to do some quick HDR multi-scale transform, right? So we're gonna go for HDR multi-scale transform. And what I always do is to lightness and lightness mask because it seems to work best for me. And what else? I'll try with 6 layers. I don't like previews or anything. Nope. I never know like exactly how this works. So I'm like kind of winging it. Let's try with 7 layers. Maybe this is not something I should be doing. Okay, we're getting to something that looks okay. Laid back observatory. Twitch. I've never really used Twitch. I've watched some Twitch streams, but I haven't considered streaming there because I must have an account. But my audience is on YouTube, right? So everyone would see the notification on YouTube. I don't know that many of you guys are on Twitch. How many hours of integration time? I don't remember right now. And I closed the text file with the information. Just a second, let me have a look. So I need to open my files, date of acquisition. And so we have, do the math in your head, please. How many hours is that? So we have around 90, so around 260 times 3 minutes, right? Roughly. So that's 780 minutes or 13 hours. So we have roughly 13 hours of data. This is really, really nice data. Oops, the chat is gone. There, you're back. Okay, so this is beautiful data. I think I'm really liking what the HDR transformation did, and I might do a little tiny bit of local histogram localization. When I do that, like, I think, you know what? I'm just gonna directly apply it, and I like to be very, like, not very aggressive on it. So very small contrast limit, and see what that does. So let us see what we get here. Oh, this made a small but discernible difference. I like this. This is like understated, and I really like it. Okay, 13 hours and 21 minutes. Thank you for doing the actual math compared to my brief estimate. So this looks amazing. This looks amazing. I don't want to do anything more. Use a star mask when using LHD. But I already removed the stars, right? So I think we should be fine. I love this galaxy. I'm in love. Such a beautiful galaxy. Don't tell my wife. Yeah, so we're there. And I'm going to do my LRGB. LRGB combination. LRGB combination. Is it okay? Do I have permission to do LRGB combination now? This is so cool. I'm learning so much. I'm also learning that I forgot the alphabetical order. And so we had like a really interesting technique from Ushi here. I took a screenshot of that. I'm going to try that off screen and see how well that works. But for now, I'm just going to do a very standard LRGB combination. So, boom, adding the L channel to the RGB image. This will a bit destroy the saturation, but we don't really care because I can just place it back. Wait, what happened? I don't like this, actually. I think I was too aggressive on the L. Let's see. L without curves and LRGB combination. I don't like that result. The result is too aggressive. We see the nebulosity. I feel like the generalized hyperbolic stretch would help there. But like I feel I need to... Yeah, exactly. Too much L, not enough color. Exactly what's happening. So let's try to do something like this. Rishi, yeah, okay. I could try that. Okay. So I think we'll get somewhere. Just add your stars to your current star list and you'll be fine. Okay, I think I need to be like... okay, L and RGB must match in total brightness for the combo to look natural. So how do I match them in total brightness? This is fun. I'm like completely stumbling around, stumbling in the dark. I feel like the image, the L image with the stars, looks so much better than the L image without the stars because of those rings that, like, when I combine, things get a bit funky. Interesting. Very interesting. I definitely should have like, your starless image actually looks fine. Just add your stars to it. Okay, you know what? I think I'm getting close to something that I like as starless by playing with the lightness slider here. And the higher I put it in, the less like of the luminance brightness or whatever we call it makes it into the final combined image. And once I add back the stars, as Bill is saying, it's probably going to look fine. I would normally convert the RGB to mono temporarily, then do a linear fit to the RGB for the L, and then undo the mono and combine. That is an interesting way to do it as well. Oh man. Michael, thank you. Lunch is good. Or I could simply like look at statistics and use curves, but I guess I more or less was able to deal with it with the lightness slider here. And let me try to add the stars back, so RGB stars. So I can just do pixel math. Here we are, pixel math, and we can do tilde. And I forgot what the formula was. So let me open up star exterminator and star. Okay. What Dave says is a good idea. So that means, you know what? If what Dave says is a good idea, we should try it. So Dave is saying, convert the RGB to mono. So the thing is, how do you convert to mono and then do linear fit and then undo the mono without undoing the linear fit? Todd, good night. Thank you very much. Sean, yeah, I agree. Like this data is so good. You know what? I'm gonna listen to Sean. I'm gonna listen to Sean. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. We're just gonna keep things simple. We've combined everything. And unscreen stars. Come on, show me your tooltip. And we have tilde starless times tilde stars. Okay, so tilde image 36 times tilde RGB stars. Oh, right. You're right. Bray, that makes sense as well. I could take a clone. Oh, yeah, I can take a luminance. Okay, what Bray is saying is, let's try it. Okay, let's quickly try it. Quickly try. So what we're saying is we want, before the LRGB combination, to have the two images match each other in terms of brightness. So we could take I guess I could take simply the luminance of image 36, do a linear fit. Nah, never mind. Nah, I'm just adding the stars back first. See what it looks like. That doesn't look bad, actually. But you know what? I feel the stars are not visible enough. So I feel like I want to do a very small... Is that okay to do? A curves transformation on the star image itself? What is the KISS method? Keep it simple, stupid. Yes, makes sense. Curves transformation. I'm just going to have like slightly brighter stars. Beep. Just the stars. Just the stars. Brighter like that. And I like star colors. So just like that. A little bit. Is this blasphemy? Is this bad? Am I going to be punished for doing this? And now I'll try again the pixel math. Pixel math, where are you? Here we are. There we are. I like this. Okay, we tried to keep it simple. And I think it does look decent. I oversaturated though. So what I could do is go back one step, and in my LRGB combination, LRGB, where are you? LRGB combination, we can set the saturation slider to slightly higher. I will be excommunicated for this. And redo the star combination. Why do I keep closing pixel mask when I know that I'll be using it again soon? There. Oh, I know why. It's because I had put the image in full screen. Okay, I like this. This looks awesome. We have some of the nebulosity still visible here. We have some nebulosity here as well. Some nebulosity on the sides here. Yes, and as Dave is saying, the most important is to have fun. And I love this image. The data is so amazing. And I love that I was struggling to process it, because thanks to you guys, I'm able to learn so much while doing this. And sorry, Yushi, I did not use your technique of combination yet, but I'll definitely look into it afterwards. How is that for a final image? So one of the things is Gabriel also sent his version of the final image. So we're going to have a look at that. So let me open up. Actually, I need to download it. I didn't even download it. You guys cannot see my screen. Hopefully. Yeah. And so just give me a second. I'm going to go and download the final image, and I'm sure Gabriel will have much better processing because he simply used to his equipment. And okay, I have the image. I'm gonna close my browser. Oh, he cropped. Okay, let me share my screen again. Data is from one of my subscribers, Gabriel. It's in the video description. You also have the link to the data if you want to play with it. Now, Gabriel, he achieved such a better result. I need to share my screen. Here we are. So this is my result, the pedestrian Cuiv result. Not great, decent. And this is Gabriel's result. Maybe he used some more local histogram transformation. We can see. So he did combination of RGB and linear stage, gradient correction, star reduction, stretching RGB, post-processing RGB, noise reduction and luminance. Okay, lots of stuff with luminance. But yeah, the thing that I want to do the most is post-processing RGB. What was in there? That's what I want to know. But yeah, Gabriel's image is so much better than my processing. But still, it's pretty cool. Can we get closer to Gabriel's image? I'm not sure how to, actually. I'm thinking I shouldn't be doing it on a star image. I know. But I just want to quickly see what a local histogram equalization that's slightly more aggressive. Gabriel Perano, thank you. I'm wondering, what would an aggressive LHE achieve on this image? It's actually a very interesting result with an aggressive LHE as well, although it makes the rings more visible. So LHE is probably not the best thing because in this image, because the rings that we have here are also accentuated by this. Sean is saying mask and histogram transformation to reveal more details that are washed out. Yeah, absolutely. We could do that, but I took the KISS philosophy to heart. Keep it simple, stupid. So I think we'll leave it at that. I think we'll leave it at that for today. Guys, this is indeed the community result. Everyone chipping in to help me, to remote control me do this processing. Oh, dark feature. Let's do that. The dark feature enhancement. There it is. Dark structure enhance. That is a good idea. That's actually an excellent idea. Let's try it. I typically need to reduce the amount because it tends to be very aggressive. And let's see the before, after. Before, after. This is actually better. I feel like I could even... but I feel like I think I like it like that. Do not use KISS. Use lazy. Okay, lazy. What will lazy stand for, Dave? Can you think of an acronym? Lazy for localized aeronautics. Yeah, check out. Something astrophotography Z. Okay, I don't know. Oh, Dave's astrophotography. Hi, Dave. You're Dave, 6 a.m. Cyprus. Yeah, you're joining in the towards I think what is going to be the end of the stream. Actually, my throat is starting to die. I've been speaking too much. And some hydration. Oh. So this is going to be my final result. To be very honest, I prefer his processing. I don't know how Gabriel managed to get rid of those like ring artifacts, and the being able to separate the delicious looking patty from the rest of the hamburger was really good. The RGB data can easily extend farther to show more. That's a good idea as well. We could have done that. I could actually very quickly try that if I still have, yeah. So I'm going to take a clone of this and go back to before the combination and try to stretch the RGB data more, because that indeed could help quite a bit. Curves. Our histogram, curves, histogram, curves. Not saturation. So if I stretch it more like this, oops, like going a bit crazy, then I do my LRGB, which I should be like doing some fit between the two images, but I'll just adjust the LRGB process. So LRGB, here you are. I'll probably need to decrease this slider to make it work well this time. Yeah, it's raining here as well. It started raining just a moment ago. And it doesn't do much of a difference. Okay. Then never mind. Keep it simple, stupid. I really need to apply this philosophy. This is my final image. So we are done with the processing of this image. Thank you, everyone. I think like this live stream was supposed to be a short test live stream. We've been on for 2 hours now. Yeah, have a candy bar. Absolutely. I need to get a candy bar and I need to actually get lunch and make lunch. Oh man. And yes, I'll need, I'm sorry for the bad pronunciation. This, we had like great advice, so much great advice from the pros and the comments. This is amazing. This is really, really cool. Yeah, so I think this will be the end of the stream mostly. So if you have some last minute questions you want to ask about like telescopes, astro, anything else, let me know. Oh yeah, quick shout out. I noticed the t-shirt I wear. This is actually a design by one of my subscribers, Radu Cerariu. Unfortunately, he's not on the stream today. But it's like, I love those designs. Wait before post-processing for WBPP instead of weighted batch pre-processing. I love that. Christian, thank you very much. Okay, the rings are not artifacts, actually. Interesting. I'll need to look into that. Do I like the AM5? Yes, I do like the AM5. I bought the AM5 in the end. I had it on loan and then I ended up buying it. So now I have 2 setups. I should have stayed simple. And what was your final opinion of the new ASCAR scope? I really like the new ASCAR scope, the ASCAR V. I'm currently wondering whether I should be buying it or not. But I don't need it. I got that Newtonian telescope recently that I finally managed to collimate properly. Both Cheshire and laser were lying about collimation. Cuiv, have you ever visited any of the squirrel parks in Japan? Yes, I have visited a squirrel park in Japan. It was with an X. We do not talk about that. My next upgrade, guide scope or autofocuser? Guide scope. Go for the guide scope first if you don't have an auto guiding setup yet. If you have an auto guiding setup, don't upgrade the guide scope. Upgrade the autofocuser. Question for all the PixInsight experts. Can it be clustered in any way across multiple machines to accelerate processing? Now, that would be amazing. You should ask that question on the PixInsight forums. Distributed PixInsight. Now, that would be amazing. Ushi, how is the new Newt doing? My Newt is doing fine now. I got rid of the weird reflection artifact that I showed in the video. It was not a reflection artifact, and it was not a light leak. Actually, it was a reflection artifact, but not linked to light leaks at all. It was the Newt was so far out of collimation to start with that with just my long tube Cheshire or with my laser, it looked in collimation and like the reflections were fine, but the primary was not fully reflected in the secondary, and a collimation cap actually revealed what was the issue. So now I have proper collimation. I did a very quick test under the stars. I'll have a video about all this process next week with that, so look forward to it. Worried about the Newtonian and the wind? Yes, I am worried about the Newtonian and the wind, but I used it during a strong night, during a strong wind night two nights ago in the early evening to test out my collimation enhancements. And I had like my auto guiding was horrible, like something like 4 arc seconds RMS. The wind was 30 to 40 kilometers per hour, probably even more from time to time, and it's still the star shapes were actually impressively decent despite that. Have you looked? Sorry, I'm missing some questions. Astrophane, hi. What else? Have you looked at building a DIY SolX solar imaging kit yet? Check it out on YouTube if you can. Okay, that's going to be screenshotted for me to look at later. Perfect. I will look at it. Okay. We're running short of questions. So I want to say thank you so much, you all, for joining. This was a lot of fun, and I liked completely stumbling in the dark while doing the community processing. Also, for everyone who donated on the stream, amazing. Thank you so much. It's really helping the channel out a lot, and I really want to do that again. So I'll probably like do it in a more structured manner going forward, where I'll probably announce times in advance. Yeah, this is absolutely amazing. And yeah, perfect. I shall be ending the stream momentarily. So any last words? I'll see if I see any one more comment. Cheers. Yeah, cheers, Sean. Thank you so much for your help. This was a lot of fun. Very interesting. Awesome. Let's call it a day. Keep it simple. Keep it lazy. Don't forget whenever you can to look up. Oh, wait. I see more. Hey, Cuiv. Hey, Pigeon. Thanks for the stream. Cheers. Cheers, Dave. We're seeing a lot of likes, lots of good stuff. Great job under fire, thank you. But fortunately, you guys are awesome. No one was criticizing me. I was panicking on my own, so everything's fine. Thanks, Antibozo. I learned a lot as well, which is what's amazing. And don't forget to look up at the stars. Yes, adios, Sneaker said. Pigeon D, I'm sorry. The stream should theoretically be available on the channel if you want to watch it afterwards. And yes, sorry, Astrophane as well. Bill Bar, yes, thank you so much for your support. And yeah, I cannot fly today because it's raining, Mark, but I will definitely next weekend. I have my job tomorrow. It's such a stressful job, I don't even want to think about it. Okay, with that, everyone, thank you so much for joining that live stream. Thank you so much for your support, for your advice, for all of the comments, for the discussion. Mike, hello and goodbye. Enjoy the replay. Smash that like button, as Frack is saying. Yeah, so many things to say. If you have any more questions, think about questions. Anything you want to ask me, ask during the next stream that I do. With that, bye-bye, everyone. Don't forget, whenever you can, to look up at the stars. And I'll see you next time.